Shabbat Shalom, L'chaim, L'chaim. This week's Torah portion is Vezot Habrachot. It's also Shabbat Chol HaMoed for Sukkot. And it's an interesting parsha, the last parsha of the whole Torah. And next week we'll be starting again. And, it's basically Moshe Rabbeinu giving off his final brachas to the Jewish people. To each of the different tribes, he gives a bracha, whether it's Zvulun and Issachar about their land and commerce and Torah, or the tribe of Levi with the Urim V'Tumim and the service. Each one gets their own bracha. And I read an interesting Dvar Torah brought down from the Baal Shem Tov. It was basically just a perush of this Baal Shem Tov teaching, where the Baal Shem Tov explains this famous question that comes up in the Torah portion about how could Moshe Rabbeinu write down, and Moshe Rabbeinu died there on Mount Nebo. And so it's an interesting question because Rashi goes into it, says, how could Moshe Rabbeinu write that he died there? Because then how does the Torah continue? And even more so, earlier it says, and you'll place this Torah in the Aron, and they'll carry it. And so it seems to indicate that the Torah has been completed. And even more so, we know that the Torah was written 2,000 years before creation. So it seems like it's all contradicting each other. How can Moshe Rabbeinu finish the Torah? How could he write that he died in it? And basically what's going on here. And the Baal Shem Tov explains that the way the Torah was written, when Moshe Rabbeinu went up on Mount Sinai and received the Torah and wrote it all down, Hashem gave him the letters and he wrote them down. He wrote down all the letters in the Torah, and as they went and lived all these stories, they began. The letters started to form together, to form the sentences, to form, each parsha, and the story became recorded with all the letters that he had already written. They just started to combine in those ways. So it's a very interesting perush, and it's very nice to to hear and learn. But I wanted to figure out, how does this relate to our life? And I think the lesson that I'm drawing from it is that in our life, it's a series of jumbled up letters. We don't know the plan, the destination, where we're going, or what's meant for us. Everything in life is just a series of jumbled up letters. And as we slowly start to go, we get these moments where we go, this is what it was all for, I didn't get that apartment because I got this apartment. I didn't get that car because I got this car. Or I didn't get that job so that I could get this job. It was all leading us in the right way. Suddenly, all the letters start to combine, and we realize that it was all meant for where we are right now. And I think this is what this Dvar Torah, what this teaching from the Baal Shem Tov is trying to explain, is that life is a series of jumbled up letters. And as we live the stories that become our life's tale, they start to form together to create a beautiful and deep, wisdomful story and life. And we should trust that all the letters are written already. And as we live, we'll end up exactly where we're supposed to be. So B'ezrat Hashem, we should all merit to internalize this idea, to form the stories, and to trust that all the letters have been written. We're just living them and slowly figuring out what the sentences are. Shabbat Shalom.